You were kind of one of the rare seniors that was still available. By the way, we love your skill set. I mean, just watching your video. I mean, obviously, a lot of people watch Tennessee this year. You guys were so good. But I'm so excited for you to be here. But talk about sort of the process for you being a senior, being in the draft, what your expectations were, and what the night was for you.
Well, I think the biggest thing was I knew I was going to get picked up by somebody.
Right.
But, I kind of fell outside of the range I kind of worked towards. And, I started to get some worry. But I invited all my AAU coaches that had impacted my career and my family, my immediate family. My grandmother was there. My two cousins were there. My mother, my father, my older brother, my younger brother. My older brother and his wife were there. And then my girlfriend was there as well. And, and two of my best friends, and we just sat and we watched it. And when I got picked, I was so ecstatic because, I know this was an organization that really wanted me throughout this process. And, to be somewhere, to be picked somewhere and with the organization where they really have a plan for you and they want you. Not only that, you have an opportunity to, get some good experience out there on the court and play with two all-stars, two players that are tremendous in this league, John Wall, Bradley Beal. Those two guys that are head of our organization right now. It's amazing. Just appreciate it.
So, Admiral, talk about it. Now, what were they telling you where you were projected to go? When did you actually start getting anxious? I don't know, 20, 25? When did you start getting anxious? And then you said that the Wizards had expressed interest in you beforehand. I know with Rui, at least publicly, they didn't bring him in for a workout, any of that stuff. What was your contact like with the Wizards pre-draft?
Well, honestly, I had no contact, but I did know because my AAU coach, who was my AAU coach back then, he actually works for the Wizards now. His name is Dickie Simpkins.
Yeah, Dickie Simpkins was actually a guest of ours at a clothing store like 20 years ago.
Long time ago. Okay, all right.
Yeah, so Dickie, that's my connection, and he expressed to me that they had some interest in me and have been watching me all year and would have loved to bring me in, but actually, just like Rui, I never worked out with the Wizards, and I never actually interviewed with the Wizards at the combine or anything. So to be picked by him was a shocker, but not too much of a shock. But at the same time, I was just so excited to be here.
When did you get anxious? At what number?
I got anxious around, I want to say 23.
Right. That's torture, right?
Wow.
Torture.
Yeah, it really is. But at the same time, when my name was called, all the pressure was released, and I was just excited to be in the NBA.
We're joined by Admiral Schofield, one of the newest Washington Wizards, selected in the second round. And one of the good things is there's only 5 or 6 guys under contract heading into next season. So there's opportunity for playing time as a rookie. And for a lot of second rounders, that's not usually the case. But there's a big opportunity here for you.
Exactly. Yes, sir. So I'm just working hard, trying to learn everything I can, asking a lot of questions. And just going 100 miles per hour. And then I'll slow down once. And just really I got showing them that, the guy they drafted is the right guy. And I'm prepared and I'm ready to step in any role.
Joined by Admiral Schofield. Tell us about your football background because you got a brother who plays football, won a Super Bowl, and you played football up until your junior year of high school?
Yes, sir.
What was your best position?
My best position, I would probably say, was quarterback and safety. But I've played everything. I played nose guard, center, tackle, D-tackle, guard, on offense. I played running back, played receiver, tight end. So I've been everywhere on the field, especially on defense as well. But, having family members that play in the league, Bobby Ingram, older, football is pretty big in our family. But at the same time, my dad played basketball coming up. So he instilled Michael Jordan in me and that passion that Mike played with. And, that intensity, I loved it. Ever since I was a young kid, and I always seriously.
It also looks like you're a bit of a workout warrior, right?
Oh,
yes, sir.
Can you tell?
Look at his body.
Yes, sir. I am. I love being in the gym. I love getting better. And I just love seeing results. It makes me feel good and more confident that I'm able to go out and perform.
Now, where do you see yourself fitting in size-wise? Because you're a big, strong guy. You obviously could shoot it from outside. You attack the basket. Where do you see you fit in at the next level?
Oh, I'm a winner. I mean, however I can impact winning, and that's the biggest thing. I mean, I'm not a guy who's gonna come and say, well, 2, 3, or 4, a certain position. I just want to help win, whether that's being a great teammate on the bench, whether that's being a guy that's just coming in every day and making other guys better. However way I can just impact the organization. My goal is to play, of course, but as a rookie, you got to go through the different things to be able to earn everybody's respect. So my first thing is just coming in, earning respect, learning as much as I can, but impacting winning as much as I can because that's what I'm best at more than anything.
Admiral, you've only been around it for a little bit at this point, but describe what Rui Mania is with the throng of Japanese media that's been following him around ever since he was selected by the Wizards in the first round.
It's actually pretty cool. After every practice, you can see, the Japanese media lined up on the sideline. I mean, taking up pretty much 3/4 of the whole sideline on the opposite court, and they're just so excited to see Rui out here competing and being in the NBA, and you just realize how much it means to them and their culture, which is pretty big. And basketball is a global game, and the NBA is a global league, and the more we can have that, the more that this game is going to be forefront in front of all the other sports. But it's a great game, and to be able to see that, to be able to see guys coming from different countries be able to come in and win big time awards or win championships, is just a testament to where the game is gone and where it's headed.
By the way, it's odd to see. I saw online favorite kind of player, the player that you emulate. It's odd to see this answer. Do you want to give us the guy that you gave? Do you even remember? Because just don't see him as like a number one choice. Who's the player that you emulate?
P.J. Tucker, Jay Crowder, and Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah. P.J. Tucker.
I think that fits.
No, I mean, it definitely fits. I'm just saying that usually you would think you pick the glamour guys. Kawhi obviously fits in there.
Right.
But what is it about those guys' games that you emulate?
Well, I think the biggest thing is, my game is a lot different than those guys, and I have a different body type, of course. But y'all just take different, just little things from those guys. And I think the biggest thing that a lot of people make mistakes on is you gotta build your way up to being, a key role guy. So you have to start small, and guys that have accepted, small roles that play a big part on teams are guys like P.J. Tucker, the Jay Crowders, and that's not a knock on them. That's a big deal. Guys that are able to still be big-time players in their role. What it brings to the Rockets brings tenaciousness on defense. And the way he's just always in the mix and rebounds and guarding different positions, I like that. I like to be a guy that is versatile and be able to compete at any position. But also just, his mindset. He's accepted his role. He knows who he is. And, that's my biggest thing is accepting who I am and knowing who I am so I can make the biggest impact. But I've always watched Kawhi Leonard since San Diego State. And, I just always liked his game because I had to play the 4 in college as well.
Right.
And I would watch a lot of film on him. And he was an undersized 4-man. But the way he's developed as well, I see myself doing the same thing, being able to develop. I think I still have a lot of room to grow, a lot of room to improve, some upside to me. And the way he's, just transformed his game is pretty cool. And it's not just, what he does on the offensive end. And I see my game more like that, pretty simple, taking what the defense gives me, playing with the right pace. But it's what he does in the defense end as well. He's just so solid. Like, he just stays in front of everyone. He uses his length and contests every shot. Like, he does a great job. And that's why he's an elite player like he is.
You're definitely going to get effort out of Schofield. I mean, the kid he gives it all he has. And I know that you didn't like the way your college career ended, losing to Purdue. By the way, that was one of the best games of the tournament, 99-94 in OT. Great game.
Oh, yeah.
And you played you and Grant Williams played really well.
Thank you.
But I wanted to ask you about Rick Barnes, and I don't know where you were rated coming out of high school. I don't know if you were a 3-star or 4-star, but I would assume that you were more of a post player in high school because of your size.
He was a center in high school.
Yeah, so you were a post player, and then
No, I actually wasn't. I was
you
a
weren't.
point guard.
Oh, you were.
Oh, well, some reason
Yeah.
Wikipedia said you played center.
Well, I mean, with your size.
Wikipedia is somebody who put that up there.
Yeah.
So
I actually played point guard and shooting guard in high school, and that's what I was recruited to be at Tennessee because Rick Barnes didn't recruit me. I was recruited by Donnie Tyndall, and I was supposed to come in and play shooting guard and play the three. And Donnie Tyndall ended up getting fired after. I signed under him. He ended up getting fired after 1 year.
right.
And Rick Barnes came along, and when I got to Tennessee, I had to lose a lot of weight. It came in really heavy, especially coming after playing football and just lifting a lot. So I had to lose like 30 pounds to even touch a basketball. He wouldn't let me touch a basketball until I lost 30 pounds.
Wow.
And once I did that, I found out the only way I could get on the floor is if I started at or played at the 5. That was the only way I could get on the floor because we had a lot of juniors and seniors that were at the 2 and 3 position, and Coach Barnes didn't really trust me on the wing. So the biggest thing was, one, I had to earn Coach's trust, and 2, I just had to find a way to get on the floor. So I accepted my role. I accepted being a center. I accepted being a 5-man, a 4-man. But it actually made me more valuable, made me more versatile. And I think that, him putting me through that and teaching me that, I think it really helped me in the long run.
Yeah. So, but didn't he know that you could shoot the ball?
Yeah, he did. He did know I could shoot the ball, but he wanted me to bang down low because I had a big body.
Yeah,
and
you're
I just fell in love with shooting jump shots, especially being younger. And, he was trying to teach me that, so he wouldn't let me shoot threes at all. And that's why my percentage wasn't as high, especially coming in, because anytime I would shoot too many threes, if I missed one or missed 2 in a row or anything, he'd pull me out of the game and get on me about it. But, I think it helped me at the end of the day.
Yeah, because your numbers went up. I mean, you shot 42% from threes this past year as a senior. That was great.
Admiral, you're
Yes, sir.
awesome, man.
Yep.
Love to
Thank
have
you.
you on the show throughout the season. You have Summer League coming up, starts July 5th, I believe, so best of luck.
Right. Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Yeah,
Thanks for the
congrats,
time.
buddy. Hey, who's not rooting for that kid?
Yeah, I mean, that's my guy.
Huh?
He's
I'm
my
telling you-
guy.
Oh, no, I adopted him
Yeah, he's-
first.
Well, who's a bigger Wizards fan?
Cakes,
my
but
guy.
I adopted him first.